Hey, welcome to the Dutchman in San Marcos. I am the DISM, and we're going to turn some junk into guitars today. So let's get going. All right, so here we go. We're on the home stretch. As you can see, here it is. I've been working on these frets, and we're going to do a little more work, and we'll get this thing all, we got to get the neck and everything screwed into the box, and it'll be pretty quick. We got to put a tail piece on here, and our bridge will just kind of float, and we'll see how these line up with strings. So yeah, let's get the stuff and get going. Okay, well, I got the sander up here, and we're going to clean up the edges of this neck. So we're going to run it down here and kind of clean it up and sand everything up just like this. So let's get a little noisy here. So here we go. Wow, that cleaned it up really nice. See, I can rub my hand on there. It's all smooth. So cool. Now I just got a little bit more sanding to do in here where we put that new fret on, and then we'll clean it up and oil the fretboard so we can screw this thing right in the box. So let me get some sandpaper to work on this, and I'll be right back. All right, I got a little file so I could file in between these narrower frets, and so that seems to be working pretty good. Since it was so close to the fret, and I got quite a bit of glue. That seems to be doing the trick. Like I said, it's not a Taylor guitar. I don't get them really super smooth. More functional than, but I want them a little bit of looking nice. So we do get it there. I'm just going over these other ones where kind of that glue is heavy. That seems to be getting it off. I can. So there we go. Got that pretty nice and clean and all in there. You can see the edges are nice, and this is nice and smooth. Since I sanded it, these are all beveled. So yeah. I'll run some sandpaper over it. Hang on, let me get a piece of that. A piece of 150 grit. Just some cheap stuff, so yeah, I'll see how good it works. I always kind of keep little blocks of wood like this around. Get all those cleaned up. There we go. Get something to wipe that off with. Okay, we get all this wiped off from that sanding. I think I got my stain just a little dark in that fill. But that's okay. We'll just see if we can sand her down a little more. Now I got all the dust off, I can see where I'm going. Where that glue got in there. There we go. I kind of shine those frets up a little bit. And we'll get a little oil on this. This is what I use to oil my fretboards. It works pretty good. It's like a wood polish and conditioner. And it works pretty good, so we'll get a little of that on there. basically just rub it on there. Makes everything look good. Conditions are as you can see, it goes pretty nice. You get as much as you can on there. And then you go by with a dry rag and you just wipe it off. Just wipe her down. Just kind of basically wipe it all off and let it condition it. So there we go. It feels nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Yeah, came out good. So let's get this thing mounted. Let's get this thing mounted in the box. Okay, let's get this thing mounted in the box now. Now that I got this all kind of sanded and cleaned up. Pop this baby in here. And we'll drill our holes. Got my little back there. So we'll get this baby, let's get this hole drilled. Shouldn't have put my vacuum away so quick. I'm only using 2 screws. I think that'll be good enough. It fits really tight in the box, and with it going all the way across, it doesn't need a lot. Beauty, there we go. I might need to back it out. Fits nice and tight. I was thinking I might have to cut it, but it's in there tight, which is good. There we go. So let's get our little bracket and drill some holes in here. I'm going to put a screw hole here and here. Let me get a drill. Oops. Got that crooked. Got one there, and we'll get one down here. I have a tendency to push too hard on these drill bits, and I know you can break them when you're going into metal. There we go. So I got those two little holes in there so that we can put it here. And I have a line right on my box right here. I got a line right there so I can get it exactly centered. So that center string will be exactly centered. So let's get this screwed on. Okay, so let's get this mounted on here. And I don't think I'm going to have to I'm going to probably run a little hole because that's behind here. That's hardwood. I'll get this one in before I drill that other one. The nice part is this thing squares because it sits. It had these little nubs stick out. So it sits on there pretty nicely. There we go. Got that one in. I always have trouble with these little bits. Get my little vacuum here. All right, so we'll get this in here. There we go. All mounted on. And you can see these little nubs hold it on the edge. So, let's get a string on here and string her up. See how it goes. Let me dig out my strings. All right, I bought them in a set, so this is like 12 sets from CBG. So I got the biggest one out, the G string, and we'll thread this through. And as you can see, I like these because the little thing goes right in there. So we'll get I haven't threaded these kind before on this particular tuner. So we'll see how it goes. So we'll get our bridge put in there, which is this guy, before it gets too tight. And let me get my string winder. This thing always makes it easier. We'll see if this goes the right way. Sounding good. I can adjust the intonation by this thing, slots. There we go. So we'll get all the rest of them on there. I won't waste your time. But you can see it's up and running. What I'll do is I'll mark the strings when I get them on there. And then put little slots in there so they don't move around. Same thing up here. Because right now I can still move those. I haven't slotted it. But I'll get a slot in there so that, well, maybe I won't. They hold pretty tight. But I like the way it sounds here. Coming together, so there she is. So yeah, that concludes it. Next time I'll just be playing it for you so you can hear it. So have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this series on this one. I think what I'm going to do is I've been watching a few YouTubes on basses. I think I'm going to do the bass because I want to get that thing done. I know I've got the tuners. I have to figure out a bridge. Let me, well, I showed it to you before. It's the hockey stick with the chorus can. So I think that'll be my next project to get that one done, because that'll be cool. I don't have any cigar box basses, and that way I could record a whole song. I play the bass part on the cigar box bass, and then play the rest on this guy. Got my diddly bow. All right. Well, be sure you subscribe. Have a great day. Tell your friends. And we'll see you next week with new projects. So have a great day. We'll see you later.